Good morning, student. Once again, we revise the direction cosine and direction ratio. So we have direction ratio, direction cosine. I already discussed of a vector. Now direction cosine, direction ratio of a line. So we always represent a line in terms of vector. So direction cosine of a line and direction cosine of a vector is same, almost same, that you understand. So once again, direction cosine I am revising. If a line, let A be if a vector makes an angle alpha, beta, gamma with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, then cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are the direction cosine. With short we are writing DC, and the cos alpha also represented by L, cos beta M, cos gamma as N. Now let A is A1 I cap, A2 J cap, A3 K cap. Then cos beta, this is perpendicular, so I am discussing cos beta will be this by this. This length is this one, modulus of a vector, and this is A2. If we draw perpendicular, this will be A2. Okay, so A2 by this, then cos alpha will be this, and cos gamma will be this. And if we square and add, this is cancelled and it became 1. A very important formula for this. Okay, so if a vector is A1 I cap, A2 J cap, A3 K cap, then cross direction cosines are this and this. Okay, now direction ratio, the numbers which makes the direction cosine proportional, that is called direction ratio. So if we divide by A1, divide by A2 and divide by A3, then all three became equal, proportional. Then A1, A2 and A3 are the direction ratio of this vector or line. Okay, not only A1, A2, if we make 2A1, 2A2, 2A3, then also they are proportional. So a line or vector have only one direction ratio, it may have more than one direction, if a line or vector have one direction cosine, but it may have more than one direction ratio. Okay, once again, suppose a line or vector passing through 2 points, P and Q. Then PQ vector will be this, they are already discussed, and coefficient of I cap, just now we have seen, coefficient of I cap, J cap and K cap are the direction ratio. So here also x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 are the direction ratio. Okay, so let us solve question number exercise 10.1. Question number 1. Okay, a line makes 90 degree, 135 degree and 45 degree with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. What are the direction cosine? Direction cosine will be cos 90, cos 135, cos 145. Then these are the direction cosine. Question number 3. A direction ratio is given. Then what is the direction cosine? Direction ratios means A1, A2, A3 given. Okay, then modulus of this vector or line will be, magnitude of this will be this one, 584 root over. Then direction ratio given, the direction cosine will be A1, the coefficients of I cap, J cap, K cap by modulus or magnitude of that vector. So I have divided the magnitude, is changed into direction cosine, then write in simplest form. Now question number 4. Question number 4, we have to prove that 3 points are collinear. 3 points in a space are given, we have to prove they are collinear. So here we will learn another new method. Earlier we are changing into vectors, then writing one vector is scalar multiple of another, then they are collinear. Now we will not change into vector. We will find direction ratio of AB. Just now we have done. x1 y1 z1 x2 y2 z2, then direction ratios will be x2 minus x1 y2 minus y1 z2 minus z1. So here also I got this, that is coming -3 -5, and then direction cosine of BC you can take AC also. Again this minus this minus this, so coming this. So we can say they are proportional. This by this will be -12, this by this -5. So they are proportional. So points are collinear. So this is the easiest whatever we have learned earlier. Okay, so you complete 10.1. Remaining question very simple. Now we'll do some more derivation. Equation of a line in space. So there are two forms of such line. One is equation of a line passing through a given point and parallel to a given vector. One form. Just to recall two-dimensional geometry, equation of a line with slope m and passing through given point. So what we have done, we have taken a general point xy and we will find slope of this line with these 2 points. That will become y minus y1 by x minus x1, and slope of the line will be again m. Then we got this equation in two-dimensional, remember. Okay? So here also same. Equation of a line passing through given point R1 vector, position vector R1. Okay? So you can write R1. So as usual, and parallel to a m vector. With that slope is given here, parallel to m vector. So let the general point position vector P. Then PQ vector will be R vector minus R1 vector. Okay? So again this line is parallel to this. So as per question, R minus R1 vector will be lambda m. If two lines are parallel, then the direction will be one is scalar multiple of other. Then R1 R vector is equal to R1 plus lambda m. Okay? So this is one. So we can write this same question in the Cartesian form also. Let the point P, general point, we have taken xy earlier, now xy z, given point x1, y1, z1. Then dr of PQ will be x2 minus x1, sorry, not x2 minus, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. Let m vector will be a I cap, b j cap, c k cap. Then dr of m vector is abc, and dr of m vector will be abc. Since pq vector is parallel to m vector, therefore direction ratios are proportional. This is the equation of the line in Cartesian form. This is vector form, this is Cartesian form. Okay? So derivation will not come in the exam, but if you know how to derive, then you can solve any question related to this. Now we have another form of equation of line passing through two given points. Let A, B are the given points, position vector R1 and R2, and P is a general point with position vector R. So what will be AB vector? AB vector will be R2 minus R1, and PB vector AP vector will be R minus R1. Since A, P, B are collinear, therefore AP vector will be scalar multiple of AB vector. that r minus r1 vector is equal to lambda r2 minus r1 vector, or r vector is equal to r1 plus lambda r2 minus r1 vector. So this is the equation of a line passing through two given points. It is just as previous one. There a vector given whose m vector is given parallel to this line, so that it will retain m. Now m vector not given, it is given 2 points where the line is passing. By using two vector, we find the 2 points, we find the vector, and again same. Okay. Now Cartesian form once again. Let the point be x, y, z, general point. This is x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Okay. Then dr of AB will be x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. dr of AP will be x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. So since A, P, B are collinear, therefore x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, z minus z1 by z2 minus z1 are the equation of a in Cartesian form. Okay, so you must go through the derivation, then we'll do more in the next class. Okay, so next class we'll do the other part. Thank you.